Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Maths Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to talk about how to add and subtract surds now, okay? And in the previous video, I listed all the rules for that, but we're going to just focus on addition and subtraction of surds. And one of the first thing I told you is I told you root A plus root B. So that means if they are different surds, how do you do that? So if they are different, nothing happens, nothing changes. You just leave it the same thing. The answer is going to be root A plus root B. So if you have root 3 plus root 5, the answer is going to still be what? Root 3 plus what? Root 5. So if the surds are different, you don't add anything, you don't do anything. So even though you have 5 root 7 plus you have root 2, okay? The answer is going to still be 5 root 7 plus what? Root 2. So same thing, if you're subtracting, you have square root of A minus square root of B. The same thing is going to be square root of A minus square root of what? B. So nothing is going to change. It's going to be the same thing regardless. Is that okay? So if, for instance, we are having, let's say we had square root of, let's say, 3 minus square root of 1. Oh, sorry, let me not say 1, square root of 2. Now, you're not going to say 3 minus 2. It's going to be the same thing. Your answer is going to be square root of 3 minus square root of 2. So that means if the surds are different, nothing changes. It's going to be the same, all right, for addition and subtraction. Now, but if it's a little bit different, if it's the same. So if it's the same, it's different, but if it's different, you can add. Now, in some cases, you might see the source in the form of A root B plus C root D. Still, they are different. The answer is going to still remain A root B plus C root D. So even if you have something like 5 root 3 minus 4 root 2, the answer is going to be 5 root 3 minus what? 4 root 2. If the surds are different, you don't do anything. Even if it's subtracting A root B minus C root D, because the surds are not the same. The answer remains what? A root B minus C root what? D. So for example, if you have sorry, this was meant to be plus. Okay. Now, if you had 5 root 3 minus 4 root 2, the answer is going to be the same. 5 root 3 minus what? 4 root 2. Good. Now, this is what you need to keep in your mind. So far, the answers is different. Nothing changes. But if it's the same, then now it's a different what? Ball game together. All right. So now if we have A root C plus B root C, now it's different. The previous one we had, the source were different, okay? Now, but in this case, the source are what? The same. Now, because it's the same, we can now add it together. You add the rational numbers outside, so it's going to be A plus B. Then you have root C. Is that making sense? Okay. So if it's the same thing, or if you have something like 5 root 3 plus 2 root 3. Now, in this case, the sources are the same. So you're going to have 5 plus 2 root 3. And that will give you what? 7 root 3. Now, this is what you have to keep in mind. If the sources are the same, then you add. But if they are different, okay, nothing changes. Is that okay? So let's pick another example. If you have 7 root 2 plus 3 root 2, okay, then you're going to add the numbers 7 plus 3, and that will give you 10, right? So it's going to give you 10 root 2. Is that okay? Now, the same thing if you had root A plus B root C. Okay, you have this kind of source together. Now in this, sorry, I meant root A here. Now in this kind of sort, you see in this case you have the same roots in both of them. Are you seeing it? Now remember I told you before, when you have something like root A, there is an invincible one here. It's just that in math, we don't really write that, okay? So that's why I talked about pure surds. Is that all right? So now in this case as well, it will be now what? 1, because there's a 1 here. It'll be 1 plus B root what? A. Are you seeing it? So if, for instance, I have root 5 plus 6 root 5. Now it's going to be, we have 1 here, to be 1 plus 6. Okay, root 5, and that will give you what? 7 root 5. Okay, so regardless how it looks, so far they have the same sort, you can what? Add them what? Together. Okay, so far they have the same sort, you can add them what? Together. So we have that. So just a quick refresher. If they are different, the sort stays the same. If they are the same, you add the rational numbers outside together to give you what? The final value of the surds. All right? And that will be that for that. So we're going to talk about the concept of expanding bracket or multiplication of surds in the next video. That will be the law 4. And please, if you've not subscribed or you've not turned on the notification bell, what are you waiting for? Because when I keep on uploading this video, so you can get notification each time. Is that all right? Okay, so I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to talk about how do we multiply what? How do we multiply surds together? All right, so see you soon and we'll discuss that concept.